DCeased issue 3, Tom Taylor writing with Trevor Hairsine on the art. So, how did he break our hearts this week? This book read so quickly. It was over before I knew it.
That's my biggest problem. Is the pacing? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I think I would typically say it's. If you feel like there's no story advancement, I guess you could argue it's a bad thing. But ultimately,
I do feel the story gets advanced through here because we see the fallout from the last issue.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of if you watch a movie and the time goes in quick, you never doubt it and say, "Oh, I didn't like that because it felt like it was over too quick." Like,
yeah, I think it's different in comics because you get in one chunk a month and you go, "Am I getting my money's worth?" Is why people typically question it more in comics.
But so Alfred's like leaving the corpses of all the bat people.
His boys.
His boys. Oh, it's so sad. And he's blasting zombies with rockets. Alfred's doing his whole thing. Harley is running from Joker, grabs a shotgun, and blasts Joker in the abdomen. Like, that's him. And then she's like, that was the most cathartic thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's my main problem with this is as a Barbara Gordon fan, I'd like to think that she wouldn't have gone down so quick to this virus.
I mean, you say that, but Bruce went down. It's not like it's knocking her. She's a techie. She would have been on her phone or something. She'd have been one of the first to go because she wouldn't have seen it coming.
What I think's interesting is that she has her Burnside costume when the Birds of Prey shot with Catwoman here, and they're all zombified. It's interesting. No, obviously no, but Black Canary because she's with Green Arrow, but Batwoman's there, Catwoman's there. Yeah, or sorry, Green Canary now. Yes.
Yeah,
of course.
Huntress.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then Harley's all, I guess we're hunting. We're hunting birds.
Bird hunting.
Yeah. Very good. But then we get to the emotion, the real emotion of the issue, where Damien's just sitting and brooding, and John tries to talk to him, and Superman's talking to Lois. He's just like, you know what? Is his father's son? He'll find a way to get past this because that's what Bruce does.
He'll persevere.
Yeah. Interesting.
But I do love that John goes up to him just so he doesn't have to be alone.
Yeah.
It's like, I know you don't want to talk right now, but I want to be here with you.
Yeah.
It was a very nice sentiment. And if I didn't know any better, I would say Tom Taylor really doesn't like the Bat family because it's Alfred and Damien now, and that's it.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I feel like he probably does love the Bat family because he did do that Father's Day issue.
No, I know. I'm being facetious.
But this is the whole thing where people used to say, "Oh, but he didn't like Superman because he did Injustice." I was like,
yeah,
clearly he does.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, this issue is mainly Superman focused from this point on because Superman needs to go back to Smallville. He's going to clear the building first, and we see him running around grabbing people, and he blocks one of the entranceways to the building with the Daily Planet globe, and it's all this stuff. But so we follow him. We do cut to Atlantis first, though, where Garth is doing fine at first, but then Aquaman comes storming in. With all the zombified sharks, and as soon as the blood in the water touches Garth, that's it. It's over.
When they inhale it, it's like, okay, that's in the system now.
Yeah. So
what gets me is Mara basically getting on him about not being able to hold it back. She's like, "Well, your name is Tempest. You live up to your name."
Yeah, and from now on, your superhero name will be Mild Weather Event.
Yeah. Poor Mara. She's left on her own again. This is like, I feel like every Aquaman story recently, she's been left to fend for herself.
Yep.
Yeah, but she's fine. Luckily, she can just push all the blood away from her in the water because she can just,
waterbending.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's very true. Very true. Clayface is infected, and he's just a big blob.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, tentacles everywhere.
It's grabbing into the helicopter with Black Lightning and his family.
Yeah. So they're still alive for now. Superman's directed them to Daily Planet, so they're going to go on their way.
Yeah. And this whole thing with Superman is he's constantly right. I need to go home, but he can't ignore all these people on his way.
Yeah,
he can't just let them go and deal with his own problem. He has to stop and help everyone.
Of course. So he eventually gets to Smallville, and we get the shocking revelation that Martha's okay, but Jonathan isn't. Jonathan got turned, and Martha had to lock him in the barn. So Superman has to go in and just, I mean, I don't necessarily love Hircine's art, but I will say I do love the completely silhouette of Clark walking in the barn. And you just see the S on his chest. I really like that panel. But he goes in. I mean, obviously there's a lot of references to horror movies in the covers and the variants and stuff like that. But this is very Evil Dead, having the door on the ground, the trap door with the padlock. And Superman opens it, and Jonathan's just a zombie.
Yeah, and he goes to reach at him, and Clark just
moves his head out of the way, right at first.
Oh, rough times.
Yeah,
I thought that the heart attack death for Pa Kent was bad. This is worse.
Yeah, and he has to.
It's Clark just being too late and knowing he can't do anything now.
Yeah, he has to weld the door shut with his heat vision. So he comes out, he's like, no, sorry, Mommy's gone, we have to go. And that's the end of the issue. He flies off with Martha. And the issue was called Red Sea, which is brutal. So yeah, it was a super quick read. But
it was, but everything in it was fantastic.
Yeah, I enjoyed every single page. And, you know, it's one of these fun things you can do with the Elseworlds, where you can just do all these wacky things and just not worry about it or care that they're killing people left and right.
Because why not, right?
Yeah. We still don't know the identity of the narrator. I think the winning favorite right now is John, an older John Kent, talking about
or
the past.
Damien, maybe.
Yeah,
could be. I'm expecting one of the kids though, just cause it feels like it makes sense. It feels like it's right, but I could be completely wrong though. All right, well, what are we rating this issue then, Matt?
I'm gonna give this one an 8.
Connor?
8.5.
I'll give it an 8.